And welcome back to the show where we've got a very, very special guest on the show right now. We've got Lena Scissorhands on the show from Infected Rain because, of course, they are coming to Australia as part of this mammoth Cradle of Filth tour. So we thought we would actually get Lena on the phone today to chat a little bit about this amazing tour and, of course, their brand new album that's been out for a couple of months now as well that we've been playing tracks off. But without any further ado, welcome to the show, Lena.
Hi, thank you so much for having me.
No worries. Now, Lena, how do you feel about being able to head down to Australia for this amazing tour?
Very excited, I'll be honest. We wanted a tour in Australia for a while. We have people that constantly call us over, come to Australia. So it's going to be very interesting to discover how many fans we have there and how many, hopefully, new fans we can have thanks to the shows, Of course, doing this run with such a band as Cradle of Filth is incredible. So, yeah, it's going to be awesome.
Well, I can tell you that you do have a lot of fans here because we get a lot of requests for your music on our show. But how does that feel for you as an artist coming to a country and learning and finding out just how many fans and how many people love you here?
Oh, it's hard to describe, to be honest, because it's such a surprise. And when this surprise is so pleasant, you are there for the first time and people are there for you. People are there knowing you, prepared. It makes you feel very special. And there's no such thing, you can feel from anything else, You feel special because there is a special connection that we somehow managed to have despite the kilometers between us. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, definitely.
It is quite powerful feeling and very hard to describe. It's a very humble feeling.
And being the first time that you're coming to Australia as well, are there things that you want to explore about our country outside of the fans? Are there things that you're curious about here in Australia?
To be honest with you, I would love to have a hike somewhere, anywhere in Australia, because based on what I've seen and based on what I've heard from, some other musicians in our industry, it's just the best nature. It's beautiful. So I want to see it. I want to feel it.
Yeah, we have a state here called Tasmania that is just absolutely beautiful. It's one of those states of Australia where it feels like it's been untouched. It's so natural. There's so many national parks and wonderful areas to go walking. It's just absolutely beautiful.
That's awesome. I hope I get to visit someday.
Yeah. Well, you get one day off during this tour. What are you guys hoping to do on that day off while you're here?
To be honest with you, we don't have any plans, and I'm not sure if that day is used for traveling or not, because I know some distances are quite big. So sometimes, if they give you a day off, it's because also logistics,
Yeah.
I'm not sure.
I had a look. You should have a 1 hour flight on that day, so you should be able to enjoy the rest of the day. Yep.
Oh, I hope so. Oh, nice. That's good news.
So, Lena, tell us a little bit about your set list, because, of course, you've never been to Australia and played for your fans here before, and you've got so many amazing tracks to choose from. Is it difficult to put together a set list?
Not really. When it comes to this specific tour, we wanted to stick with mainly new songs.
Yep.
We will play, of course, some of the old songs, but mainly newer songs. The reason being, this album is our sixth full-length album, and somehow it's like a new beginning for us. It was, we had some changes in the band, in the lineup, and it was very emotional time for us. But when time has passed and we moved on, still doing music and working hard, into trying to find ourselves again in a way. And with this album, we introduced a new musician, our bass player. So I feel like this is the us that we would like people to know right now.
Now, of course, you are talking about your new album, Time, for the listeners out there that are wondering what we're talking about. This is such an amazing album. Tell us about that experience of putting this album together. Like you said, it felt like the band was reborn, and it certainly sounds like that on the album. What was it like for you putting together this album?
When it comes to the technique of composing and the rituals I like to stick with, it's not different than any of the albums before. However, I feel like when we started working on the ideas, somehow it got more darker. And being in that darkness, you reveal many things from the past or from the present that are still painful for you. And you realize that no matter how much time passes, sometimes it feels like it happened yesterday. So I opened up a lot about my private life, about my private monsters, let's say that, in this album. And it was quite ugly for myself even to realize, but I wanted to keep it raw, and I wanted people to see the truth, because there's so much going on around us that is just garnished by everything, so we don't see the real ugliness of the everything in the world, right? So in a way, I just wanted to be fully open and invite people to do the same, because it is okay not to be perfect. It is okay to have fears. It is okay to not be okay.
Have you had a lot of your fans reach out and talk to you about their own things that they've been through in their life off the back of this album?
Yes, a lot. It happened in the past as well with other albums, but a lot of people have reached out to me. For many people, it is the same song that touched them, and for others, it's different other songs that touch them. It's just, we are human beings. We are all the same, but we are very different. So our differences makes us also beautiful, right? So, yeah.
I find the same as you. It's quite often it feels very difficult and very ugly at the time when you're writing about things that are so personal and letting things out. But how did you feel after it was out there? Because I always find that it's such a cathartic experience to be able to write like that and then let it out into the universe. Did you find that as well?
Yeah, absolutely. With every single song I write. But also I have to always remember that those emotions might carry me away on stage. So I have to not only accept them, but also learn to control them, you know. And some of these songs we already play live, and often I start crying because I'm overwhelmed with emotion, you know, but I have to carry on and continue the show. So this part is also very important, I think.
Yeah. I think, though, when an artist gets emotional on stage, I actually see that as a positive, because I think that shows the passion that they have for their music and how much it means to them. Yeah.
Some people might find it like a weakness, but I think it makes us beautiful.
Definitely. So for your fans that haven't seen one of your live shows, what can we expect from an Infected Rain live show?
Just a lot of emotion, a lot of energy. We are going to be very close.
Yeah.
I promise.
Now, how do you feel about playing with the legendary Cradle of Filth? Of course, for a lot of us that are into heavy music, we grew up with this band, and I'm sure you probably grew up listening to them as well. What does it mean to you sharing a stage with a band like this?
It's crazy. It's absolutely crazy because even though I wasn't following the career of Cradle of Filth for a while now, but everybody in this industry knows the band. They were so iconic when they started, and they still are. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So yes, we are excited. I heard that they are all amazing people. So I'm also excited to see how the energy on tour will be and everything. That's very important.
Definitely. Now, I know we are running out of time very quickly, so I've just got 2 quick questions. First of all, what have you got planned for the rest of this year? Aside from the Australian tour, what can we expect from Infected Rain in 2024?
Well, very soon we will release another music video for a song from this album. A music video that we worked last year on very hard. I think it's visually very beautiful, but I won't spoil anymore. Then we start our European summer tour, which mainly consists with festivals all over Europe, almost 2 months of touring actually. And then we head to Australia, and we are working on getting the band to Latin America right after Australian tour.
Wow, that'll be fantastic.
So.
Well, yeah. Well, Lena, to finish off, what would you like to say to all of your Australian fans out there before they go out and buy tickets to these amazing shows?
Well, I would say thank you so much for choosing to give us your time and actually giving this band a chance, because all it takes is that one moment when you choose to do something, and you chose to listen to Infected Rain, so thank you for your time.